Okay. Just a quick precursor to this episode. It's not really an episode of our podcast. I've decided that every once in a while, me and at least one other of the guys, and maybe all of us, instead of just playing D&D, to get something out for you guys to listen to, for you guys to enjoy, we're going to branch out a little bit. I mean, I don't see a problem with it. Personally, I don't know if any algorithm or anything will have a problem with it. I don't care. We're just playing to have fun. And this one, if I'm not mistaken, will just be me and Zach playing Magic. I don't know how well that's going to translate for podcast reasons, but I'm going to try to have it no editing. So there may be silent spots. There may be just spots where we're talking. So just a pre-warning on that. And have fun with this episode, I guess. And I'll be right back. Welcome to the Qast, where the quest gets cast and the cast is on a quest. I mean, today's a filler episode, so I probably didn't need to do that. But it's just me and Zach at the moment.
Kind of our intro.
So what's going on is we're gonna play Magic, and I've got several decks here. We're gonna try to play Magic through podcast, not through podcast, but like together, where you guys can maybe follow along. We're going to try to explain the cards. So what I've got here, I've got 7 decks.
Yeah, 7.
I'll just go ahead and tell you each deck, kind of what they, or not what they do, but just kind of what deck. This one, Eldrazi. Easy. Easy Eldrazi. This one's a dragon deck.
Oh, God.
This one is the mutate deck that I have, that I made from the Lair of Behemoths. This is my take on the Fruity Pebbles deck. Anyone that knows the Fruity Pebbles deck?
I forgot about that one.
It's a modern version of that. This is my undeck. It's not very great, but it's fun to play. This I did not make. This was given to me. This is a Hydra deck. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. And then this is my black-green, based off of the graveyard.
That's right. I forgot.
So, I'm going to let you choose first. Which deck do you
Well, I'm
want?
going to screw myself over here. Going for the dragon deck.
You want the dragon deck?
Yep.
Ooh. It's mana ramp a lot.
I can tell. Just by looking through it.
Also, there's an infinite combo, but I'll let you find it.
I don't think I will. But, we'll find out.
Since you're going to use that one, I'm going to use my Eldrazi deck. I'm going to use my Eldrazi deck. And you can use my dragon deck. We can talk about strategy a little bit if you want to. But for the most part, we can just play.
I think other than explaining the cards a little bit, not really giving away a strategy too much would be...
Just explaining what the cards do.
Yeah.
Because you're just getting back into Magic, aren't you?
Yeah.
Alright.
After not playing for so long.
Do you want to cut deck? Not cut cards. I'm not cutting my
No,
cards.
God, no.
There's a, $60 card in here.
Yeah, no. We're not playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Where there's literally cards to tear up everything.
I mean, there's a card in Magic that you tear up.
Oh, there is, isn't there? Yeah.
It's called Chaos Confetti. Okay, we're going to roll to see who goes first. Sound good?
Yeah.
It's 7 cards.
Okay.
I have a pretty darn good first hand.
Well, I'm gonna make do.
Alright. You can mulligan. I don't care about, taking one less card or whatever.
I'm gonna make do with what I got.
And I forget if you draw first turn or not.
If you go first, you don't.
Okay. We're gonna roll. You got your dice over there?
Nope.
I got a 6.
16.
Do you want to go first or second?
I'll go first.
You'll go first. Alright.
Didn't think that through, but yeah, go first. I'm gonna play a forest.
A forest. Tap it.
Tap it and play an arbor elf.
Oh.
Because that's all I got in my head.
Well, that's good. Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Alright, so instead of playing what I wanted to play first, I'm going to play Exotic Orchard. I can tap it and add to my mana pool 1 mana of any color a land an opponent controls could produce. Okay, and since you put down a forest, I can tap Exotic Orchard for a green to play Blister Pod. Blister Pod is a devoid creature. It doesn't have anything, but it costs 1 green to play. When it dies, I get to put a 1/1 Eldrazi Scion creature token onto the battlefield. It has sacrificed this creature, add 1 to my mana pool. 1 colorless to my mana pool. And that will be my turn.
Alright. Untap. It's draw and then untap, but semantics.
Semantics, yeah.
And play a mountain. Well, tap 2. Dragon Lord Servant.
No! No, you're figuring it out. No, I'm kidding. No.
No, but that does help me with a lot of things, so.
I'm just...
That's turn.
Oh, you don't have anything? Okay.
No.
Draw. Untap my Exotic Orchard. I'm going to play Eldrazi Temple. I can tap it to add 1 colorless to my mana, or I can tap it and add 2 to my mana pool. Spend this mana only to cast colorless Eldrazi spells or activate abilities of colorless Eldrazi.
Right.
I'm going to tap Exotic Orchard again for that green to get another Blister Pod out.
Okay.
That is turn.
Untap. I'll play another mountain. Give me a second.
This feels like terrible podcasting.
It really.
So this one would untap the forest, and then you can.
Oh,
tap it
is untap. That's
well,
right.
you could tap that.
Yeah,
to
I thought
untap
it was,
the forest
I thought it
and
was
then
a
tap
mana.
the forest
Yeah,
again.
I can't do what I was gonna do.
Well, it would give you the same amount of mana.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah,
Because you only get 3 mana, and you can
if
only
you
untap.
untap the forest and then tap it again, that gives you 4.
Is that how that works? I thought
Yes.
it was always.
That's how that works.
I did not know that actually.
That's how that works.
Okay, well that's actually what I'm gonna do then, because I have to.
So you could just like leave it tapped.
Yeah.
And then
Because so many Harbinger of the Hunt.
wait, that's. Oh, it's 4! Oh no!
Because of Dragon Lord Servant. Because all dragons are 1 less.
Oh no. Blister Pods are 1/1s, by the way. And then Harbinger of the Hunt is a 5/3 with flying. Cast for one of its abilities. It's 3.
3 mana. Harbinger of the Hunt deals 1 damage to each creature without flying, and then
3 with a green instead of a red.
deals 1 damage to each creature with flying. And that's my turn.
Yeah, that sucks. That needs to go.
And you'll find a way.
That needs to go. I'm going to play another Exotic Orchard. We all know what that does since I sort of, So, I only have 3 mana on the field, but since I can tap Eldrazi Temple for 2 for colorless, I'm going to put this guy out. His name is
God.
Endless One. He costs X.
Yeah.
Colorless. Endless One enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. So I'm using Eldrazi Temple to do 2.
So it's 4 in total.
4 total. It's a 4/4.
Alright. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can kill my Blister Pod, or you can just attack me for 5 in the air.
I could.
I absolutely hate that.
I gotta check something real quick.
Oh no. You're doing it, aren't you?
I'm gonna tap that, then tap in forest, and tap it again.
So you're tapping three mountains and tapping your forest, tapping Arbor Elf to untap your forest and tap it again.
Yes.
Okay, so that's 5
Savage
minutes.
Wind.
Oh no. It's not as bad as it could be.
No, it's not.
But it's a bunch of flying creatures that this can't block.
Because if I were to block that...
This deck is fast, but that one's faster.
Yeah. The only problem is, these two can kill each other. And so that's...
This one doesn't have reach.
No, I know, but if I were to block it for you to attack...
Oh yeah, it's a 4/4.
Mm-hmm. And that's going to be the end of my turn.
Alright.
I'm
okay.
not gonna...
Draw. Untap. I am kind of screwed here. I can't really do much.
This is all about to go south for me. I can tell. Because if I draw another mana on this turn coming up, I might be done.
Why?
Because I only have 2 cards left in my hand that can actually do anything for me right now. And I don't need more mana to summon them.
Alright. No, not what I want to do. I'm going to attack with my 2 blister pods. 2 little 1/1s coming at you.
When they die, you get mana, right?
Well, when
Or
they die, I get scions that give me mana. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm going to take the damage.
Alright. We're at 18.
Yep. My turn?
Sadly.
Yes. Except that doesn't help at the same time.
It probably helps, but doesn't help.
Well, it helps for a different reason. But... I'm going to do the same combo that I did last turn. So that another Savage Wind Maw.
Oh no.
And that's going to be turn.
You read what those do, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, when they attack, when Savage Ventmaw attacks, you get 6 mana. 3 red, 3 green. It's insane.
And I could have used it, but I also don't...
Which literally allows you to put another one out.
Yeah.
They cost 6 to play. Not with Dragon Lord's Servant on the field. They cost
6
5
is
to play.
normal.
But it's insane. The amount of mana it puts out. It's a 6-drop and gives you 6 mana whenever you attack with it. It's insane. I'm going to tap exotic.
You're going to tap?
I'm going to tap Exotic Orchard for a red, since you can use your mountains, and I'm going to tap Eldrazi Temple to cast Brood Birthing. If you control an Eldrazi spawn, which I don't, put 3/0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn creature tokens onto the battlefield. They have sacrificed this creature, add 1 to your mana pool. Otherwise, put one of those tokens onto the battlefield. So I'm going to just leave it out.
As a token.
I can sacrifice this guy and give 1 to my mana pool.
Okay. That turn?
That's all I can
Okay.
do.
I thought you were going to swing for more damage.
I could have.
Okay. Play a forest. Let's see, that's... Tapping 3. Nisa's Pilgrimage.
Nisa's Pilgrimage. Search your library for
2 basic lands.
Two basic lands.
Search your library for 2 basic forest cards. Reveal those cards and put 1 onto the battlefield tapped and the rest in your hand. Then shuffle your library.
Yeah. It's insane.
And then because I don't have any instants or sorceries in my graveyard, I can't do its other effect. But
yeah, it just lets you search for an extra one, doesn't it? Just one extra.
If you have 2 more instant sorcery cards in your graveyard, search your library for up to 3 basic
Up
war
to 3.
cards.
So yes, it just gives you an extra one.
Yeah. I'm not going crazy here. You heard that too, right?
Alrighty then.
Well then.
I wonder if the mic picked it up. Oh well. Hey, people are getting an interesting day today. I'm not editing this at all.
So that comes on the field tab.
Because I want something out there.
And then I need I'm gonna attack with a Savage Maul.
I take 4 because I can't block it.
And then because it's still my turn, I'm gonna tap 4 of that 6 mana.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing special.
Well,
but
use it because it just goes into your mana pool to be burned away.
I'm gonna summon legendary artifact.
Oh no!
Dragon Throne of
Tarkir.
I don't know how to pronounce things. I'm stupid. But that's going to be it for that turn.
Okay.
For now.
You want to explain what Dragon Throne of Tarkir does while I'm drawing and then tapping?
Equipped creature has defender, and when you tap 2 and tap the creature, other creatures you control gain trample and get +X until end of turn. X is the creature's power, so it adds the whatever the power is of that creature to it.
So that creature has defender once you put it on there.
Yep. Which means it can't attack.
Which means it can't attack. But if you put it on a creature that has high power.
Yep. So, like, for
everything else gets a +5/+5 for 2 mana.
Yeah, and that's if I had a +5/+5 out or a 5/5 out.
No. It's
power.
No,
it's just its 5/3. Yeah, so I can put it on my Harbinger and.
Yeah, and the Harbinger isn't necessarily for attacking. That's what Savage Ventlaw is for.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to sacrifice my spawn, tap my Eldrazi Temple and my 2 exotic orchards for Joyrus Familiar.
I'm gonna shuffle while I'm waiting because I don't remember doing that. Because I had to.
Oh yeah. Joyrus Familiar is a 4-drop. It has flying. It's a 2/2, and historic spells you cast cost 1 colorless less to cast. Historic spells are artifacts, legendaries, and sagas. I don't necessarily know what a saga is.
I don't either.
Don't care to know.
I've never.
All that matters for this deck is artifacts and legendaries.
I haven't heard of sagas. That's new to me.
I wish I had the mana to put this out, but I don't.
So what I'm hearing is I need to attack you and end this as soon as possible before you can play anything else out.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Because I can next turn.
My dragon deck is kind of insane.
Because I can swing to finish you next turn.
Next turn, not this coming turn.
Well, yeah, this turn right here.
What do you mean? What? You can do 13 in the air, right?
No.
Well, you'd have to.
No, it wouldn't be this turn because you would be down to 1. That's right.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. I see what you're saying. All right.
Yeah. Because you know what I'm gonna do.
Put Dragon Throne of Tarkir on Harbinger of the Hunt.
Yep. And now when I tap 2 mana and that, they all get
+5/+5.
Yep.
And you can do it on the same turn.
It's only until the end of the turn.
And you give them trample. If you attack with everything, I can't live.
You see what I'm getting at? Because that would be 5 or 10 in the air that you can't block.
Well, I have a flying now, but it's a 2/2.
Yeah.
And everything has trample. It would only take 2 off. That would be
8. It would be 8 in the air.
No, it'd be.
Yeah, it would be 8. Cause
it would be 18.
No, I'm just talking about just in the air.
It would be 18.
He has to be tapped. He can't attack.
Yeah, if you use your 2 mana and tap him. right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. I have to do this. He can't attack when you activate this ability.
No, he just can't attack in general. He has Defender.
I know. Okay, I see what you're getting at. Using his other ability. Because he didn't have to be tapped for that ability.
No.
Because this...
When he taps 2 and tap him, it gives everything else.
Yeah, the
plus 5. Plus 5.
So there would be 10 in the air. And if you block even one of them, that takes off 2 damage. But that's on top
of these 4.
Is it? I thought it just... Oh.
It gives plus 5, plus 5.
You're right, yeah.
So, that's 10 plus 8, 18. I can only block 2 of it. That's exactly 16.
Yeah.
So, if you do that, you win.
I want to, but I'm not going to do that.
You know, I found that when I do that, it screws me over.
Yeah. That's kind of how I play Magic anyway.
Oh, no.
It's your turn.
Is it my turn?
Yep.
Okay.
Listen, I don't want to win by a technicality. If I'm going to win, it's going to be because I actually beat you. No.
It's not a technicality.
It is.
That's an actual beating.
I know, but it's...
I'm going to tap Eldrazi Temple for 1 for Hedron Crawler. It is an artifact creature. It costs 2, but because of Joy Was Familiar, it only costs 1 because it's an artifact. I can tap it to add 1 waste to my mana pool. It's just a
colorless mana.
It's a 0/1.
All I'm saying is, depending on what I draw next, if I get a draw, is going to change what happens this next turn.
You get to draw. I can't do anything else.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry. I didn't get anything great, but I'd already said if it was going to be a monster, I was going to go ahead and end it. So, I'll go ahead and just summon Dragon Hatchling.
Dragon Hatchling.
Just because why not?
It only costs 1 because of Dragon Lord Servant.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I built that deck really well.
I didn't play a mana this turn either, so I'm just go ahead and... And,
sorry for the peeking. Like I said, no editing.
We're going to go ahead and do what I gotta do here. Joy. If I drew another mana, I was going to let it go on, but...
Well, and there's another thing. Some of the stuff in there boosts them even further.
Yeah.
If you put a Titanic Growth on just Harbinger, it gives everything Titanic Growth.
So, yeah. 2 turns I would have...
Okay, 2 turns. He would have had Domri Raid. Listen to this Planeswalker. It costs a green, a red, and a colorless. It has 3 loyalty counters, right? It's +1. Look at the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, you may reveal it and put it into your hand. Just imagine that real quick. You're playing, you do your +1, you see it, it's a creature card you really need, you put it into your hand. -2. Target creature you control fights another target creature. I never use it, but I can see where it can be useful. -7. Yes, you have to have him out for 4 turns before getting it. -7. You get an emblem with creatures you control have double strike, trample, hexproof, and haste. Let that sink in. Double strike. So basically, their attack, they do first strike and regular damage.
Yep.
Trample, so all that double damage goes over. Hexproof, so they can't be targeted. And haste, so you can attack with them as soon as they come out.
Yep. The only thing that's missing from them is vigilance and indestructible.
Well, at that point, they're basically...
Well, yeah, that's what I'm getting at,
though. But yes, the vigilance would help a lot. So if you just had a... so what I had in my hand to end the game, I had 3 Gilded Lotuses.
Oh, God. I'm glad I ended that.
Gilded Lotus is a 5-drop, but you tap it to add 3 mana of any one color.
Mm-hmm.
Emrakul's Hatcher, it's a 5-drop. It's a 3/3. When it enters, it gets 3 colorless Eldrazi spawns. I also had a Diabolic Tutor.
Oh, yeah. Definitely glad I ended that then.
But I was getting no mana. If you would like to play again and see a different deck of mine.
Yeah.
Different decks of mine.
Keep in mind, all raw, unedited footage.
All unedited? So, Emrakul was at the bottom of my deck. Okay, so we have...
I'm not using the Hydra. I've already made that mistake. I will not use the Hydra again.
This one's not bad. So, if you don't want to use the Hydra and you don't want to use those other two, we have 4 decks. Would you like to roll a d4 instead?
Yeah.
Instead of actually...
Instead of picking, we'll let fate decide.
We'll let fate decide. Yeah. So, we have... 1 is going to be the undeck. 2 is going to be the mutate. 3 is going to be Fruity Pebbles.
Okay.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
And 4 is going to be Graveyard.
Alright. See how screwed I am. 4.
You got the Graveyard. You got the Graveyard deck. So I'll go ahead and roll as well. If I get a 4, obviously, I'm going to re-roll. So, you ready?
Yep.
Yes! My undeck.
Well.
Oh, the joys of
It's been
undecks.
Fun. It's been real, but it hasn't been real fun.
Well, it's not good. Like, I just did it to showcase the augment from this set that I...
Mm-hmm.
There's also some possibly really great combos, so we might need a D6.
Probably. You know what would have been better? Having a full deck for the Dungeons & Dragons set that came out. And doing this.
I honestly didn't see much magic worth, you know what I mean?
The decks are just really fun to use. I don't know if you've seen them, like, actually be played.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually really fun to use.
Okay.
They're not... I don't see, like, anything out of them, like, actually being, like, worth anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's just more of the...
Just
fun. Delving into the dungeon and...
Mm-hmm. Would you like to cut my deck?
No.
No?
No. I trust you this time.
1, 2,
Okay, I shouldn't have
3,
done that.
4, 5, 6, 7 cards off the top. Two.
God. I should have let you do mine, though.
I might go for a mulligan.
I think I am, too.
I had Humming in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
I had 2 entirely normal armchairs in my hand, which are a fun card. I'll tell you later about them. I had a Forest and a Plains in my hand, Angelic Rocket in my hand, and Serpentine in my hand.
Alright, so mine, it started off good. You know, I got a Forest and Titanic Growth. It starts off really cool. And then a Mind Rot.
Okay. Oh, you
4
just...
Swamps.
You know what? I would have went with it.
I was going to,
but
I don't know what my next card would have been.
I know the deck.
That is true.
I know the deck and what it's capable of, but if you get too much mana, that's still a problem.
That was kind of my thought. I was like, well, knowing my luck,
But with that deck, it's better to start with a lot of mana.
I knew my luck, and I was going to draw more mana next.
That wouldn't be great, not ideal, but again, with that deck, nah.
Okay. I'm so used to getting nothing but mana out of decks that... Nah.
Alright. Well, a lot better.
I would say better for me, but I wouldn't say necessarily worse either.
I wish we had more people here just watching. Because this would be hilarious. Especially if it was a live stream that we were doing right now. This first card. You want to roll to see who goes first?
We can.
I got an 8. You get an 18. Wait.
You're going first.
Last time I got a 6 and you got a 16.
Yeah. Your dice are weighted.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going first. Okay, so I'm going to play Plains first. Mm-hmm. We all know what a Plains is if you're, well, if you know. I'm going to tap it. I'm going to tap it to play Give Me 5. You gain... This is why I wish it was a live stream. I could just ask, how many people want to give me a high 5? And, well, we just... you gain 1 life for each person who high-fives you in the next 30 seconds. Each player in a silver-bordered game who high-fives you gains 1 life. Technically, we're both in a silver-bordered game. Do you want to both gain a life?
Yeah!
We both are at 21. This is my undeck. This is my silver-bordered cards. So... like I said, if we were live streaming, we could just ask everybody how many people are going to give me a high 5. And if there were like 5 people in there, because, you know, that's how many people would watch me. Actually, that's double the amount that have ever watched me.
Same. Don't worry. Same.
You know, we could do it like that, but...
You know, here we are.
That's turn!
Oh, God. Whoops. Well.
This is actually really, really dumb and fun.
Alright, you gonna start off, bud?
Did you draw?
Yeah.
You drew. Okay.
Yeah. Start by playing a swamp. That's gonna be turn.
Draw, untap. Okay. I'm actually going to start by playing a forest. No, not start, but...
Well, yeah. But that turn?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to play Jungle Hollow. Comes out of the field tab.
You gain a life.
Oh yeah, I do. And that's turn.
Alrighty. Those keeping up, I'm at 21, Zach's at 22, and I'm getting nothing. I'm going to play another Plains. So I have 2 Plains and a forest.
Draw. I'm going to play forest. This untaps.
Yep.
And because I can, I tap all 3.
Hey, rules loggers? Don't add us for not following the rules specifically in the terms and whatever.
I'm going to play Mind Rot.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm going to get rid of half squirrel half and serpentine.
Alright, that's turn for me.
I drew a card.
That it?
Yep. This one might be a little bit longer.
A little bit longer?
Yeah.
I'm gonna play a swamp. Sorry, not a forest this time, a swamp. I'm gonna tap 3. Mind Rot.
I'm gonna get rid of Angelic Rocket and Mother Kangaroo. And I know every single one of these that I've gotten rid of helps that deck. And it makes me sad.
Well, it's not helping me right now, so that's turn.
Draw. Listen. Your turn.
Draw. We'll play a forest. And I'm going to tap 3. Great Blade Marauder.
Ooh. Fancy.
That's turn.
Okay, good. Draw. Ah, Plains! And nothing to play with it. I now have 3 Plains and a forest, anyone wondering?
How many creatures are in your graveyard? Just curious. I'm actually just curious right now.
4.
Okay.
I know exactly what you're asking about. Undergrowth Scavenger is a good card. Well, when you can play it when there's a lot of stuff in the graveyard. Yeah. There's another card in there that you play for 1 more mana, and it's a lot better.
Talk about Lord of Extinction?
Yes. You got that in your hand too? No! Oh no! You've got enough to play that! Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no!
How many cards in total are just in your graveyard?
5.
So it'd be a 7/7 right now?
And it changes throughout the course of
Does
the
it
game.
actually? Oh, it does.
It's star. It's not an X. Comment section, rip in the chat.
And I'm gonna swing at you for 1.
F's in the chat.
And it's turn.
Please give me some.
No. I can't tell if that's good or bad for me.
It's your turn.
That doesn't tell me anything though. Play a swamp.
So, anyone keeping up, he has 3 swamps, 2 forests, and a thing that gives him a swamp or a forest.
I'm gonna tap both my forests and all 3 of my swamps. I'm gonna play another Lord of Extinction. And I'm gonna swing for 1. I'm just gonna chip away for now.
Do you have any creatures in your graveyard?
No.
No? Okay. Good. Because that's what that guy does.
I know. That's turn.
Forest.
Turn.
Turn.
You're just not having a good time, are you? Oh, look! Another forest.
Well, I've got enough mana to do stuff. It's just...
And I'm gonna swing at you for 1.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Is it my turn yet?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna get you down to like 15 if at all possible, and I'm just gonna...
So, I'm just gonna lay this here.
What is that?
It's entirely normal armchair.
What? What?
It's called entirely normal armchair. You want to read it? Read it out loud.
During your turn, if there are armchairs in your hand, you may... Return entirely normal armchair to its owner's hand. Only an opponent may activate this ability, and only if he or she sees the entirely normal armchair. Sacrifice entirely normal armchair, destroy target. It doesn't cost any mana to return it to your hand.
Someone else has to do it. Only if they see it, I can return it to my hand. So, like, it's there.
But you have 2 mana, you can destroy any creature on the field.
As long as it's attacking.
Oh, it has to be attacking?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can use 0 mana to just send it back to my hand.
I know, that's what I'm like, what is the point? That's a great card.
Are you sending it back to
my hand?
Okay. I figured. So, anybody who couldn't understand Zach's laugh talking. Entirely normal armchair. During your turn, if entirely normal armchair is in your hand, you may hide it on the battlefield. I just set it down. That's the funny part.
Just in view.
For 0 mana, return entirely normal armchair to its owner's hand. Only an opponent may activate this ability, and only if he or she sees entirely normal armchair. To pay 2 mana and sacrifice it, destroy target attacking creature. Yeah, your turn.
Well. You know what? I hate to do it. I'm going to swing for 7.
Oh.
Good thing that we're not editing this. People are gonna hate us.
No, I think it'll be interesting.
The only editing we might have to do is tuning down just a little bit of stuff.
No, I don't think I'm even gonna do that. I'm just gonna put it on.
Just throw it out there.
Is it my turn?
Yep.
Oh, yes. Thank you for... Oh, my gosh!
Should I keep drawing this one out or should I just end it? Because you're not having a good turn.
How many cards do I have in my hand? I want to show this deck off. I have 6. I can hold 2 more in my hand before I have to get rid of 1.
Another forest. But with that other forest, I'm just going to go ahead and end this. You can use that deck again. I'm not going to use this one again.
That deck has never been that fast. I want you to know this. That deck has never been that fast.
I'm going to tap 4 and play 2 Titanic Growths on both Lords of Extinction.
So 1 on each.
Yeah.
You do realize that means they're technically in the graveyard and boost them by another 2, right? So they're 9 9s plus 4. So they're both 13 13s. And I can't do anything about it!
That's...
Okay.
You did not have a good turn.
I did not have a good one. So, do you want...
I'll let you pick.
Fruity Pebbles?
I'll let you pick.
Or mutate? You're using Fruity Pebbles.
Okay.
I think you can figure it out.
You're giving a lot of credit to someone who's naturally dumb.
Well, you've now won 2. With decks that I've made.
That's exactly the point. If you've seen the ones that I've made, it wouldn't even be close.
Well, that's kind of how you learn, how I learned anyway. People letting me borrow or like walking me through making a deck. So like just you seeing the kind of combos that I came up with might.
Then again, I don't have a whole lot of cards. That's literally all of my cards.
Then again, the Fruity Pebbles deck is I don't even remember who made the first one. My uncle told me about it, and he said this is an awesome deck because he had like old cards and made the original.
Yeah.
He showed it to me and I said, I wonder if there's a way I can make this modern legal. You're holding the modern legal version.
Yeah.
I could go to a tournament with that.
But would it be smart to?
Probably not.
See, that tells me everything I need to know right there.
Only because it relies heavily on artifacts and there's a lot of people that run kill it!
Yeah.
Get your dude first out of here!
No
artifact.
No artifacts allowed.
No! Solely for that reason. I haven't even shuffled yet. So.
Okay. Well.
Part of the reason we're doing this is I have no time to edit, so that's why this is going out unedited. I could probably put this up this Saturday.
Hopefully. That way we have something up on the channel.
Did you know Jingle Bells was originally a Thanksgiving song?
Yeah.
I didn't know that till recently. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle all the way. Sorry, Thanksgiving is literally tomorrow for us recording. It wasn't that random, I promise. Do you want to cut mine?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, you ready for my house's cut?
Oh, God. I literally just try and do the best in half.
I think I just left the top stuff on top.
Tyler hasn't responded. I hope he's ready.
Yeah, he's supposed to come over. They're supposed to come over soon. We're supposed to be recording something for the actual podcast today. So, I hope
everyone's here. Hope that everyone actually responds.
Yes.
He said that he would be ready for today.
I'm gonna have to ask for a mulligan. Please.
I can't say
May
no.
I have another one?
Take as many as you need, because I want you to be able to show off this deck how good it actually can be.
That one right there is great, but I won't show it to you unless... It's called Split Screen. Anybody that knows that card.
But I want you to actually be able to show off how good that deck is, because I know how good it's supposed to be.
Well, it's not necessarily...
Well, it's better than what the last one showed. The last game showed.
Oh, yeah, definitely. All I was getting was the augments. I wasn't getting anything low drop enough. Do you want to cut it this time?
No. No, I won't cut it this time, just so that way you can... Listen,
I don't cheat at Magic!
I do.
Oh.
What do you think I've won?
I don't know whether to keep this or not. I think I'm gonna go with it and screw myself over royally. I got an 11. There's no way you can roll exactly 10 higher than me. You could roll 10 lower than... I said 10 right as it landed on 10. What are the odds?
Well, you get to pick.
I'm gonna go first.
Alright, thank you. That helps me.
I play a forest.
Alright. My turn?
Yeah.
Alright. Draw. I'm gonna play planes.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
It's my turn. I'm gonna play another forest. It's your turn.
I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna change it up here. I'm gonna play a mountain.
Okay.
I'm gonna tap 2 and I'm gonna play Goblin Engineer.
Oh no.
It's turn.
Okay. Draw one. I play a planes?
And while you're doing that,
What happens when he enters the battlefield?
search your library for an artifact card, put it in the graveyard, then shuffle your library.
Oh, okay.
So while you're doing that, I'm just gonna put the first artifact that I see, I guess, because I don't know if there's an actual like.
It's heavily artifact based, the combo in that deck.
Yeah, I know, but artifact creatures don't count, right? It has to be.
Yes.
It has to be an
Yes, it
artifact.
does. It's an artifact.
Yeah, but they're artifact creatures. I
Yeah,
thought-
it's still an artifact.
Okay. I didn't know that. This is gonna take a minute.
Oh boy. I have nothing else I can do.
Oh,
this turn, so
Well, I don't see the how this.
you don't see how it has a combo?
No, so I'm just gonna put that. I'm gonna put blasting station to the.
Okay.
Cause I'm dumb and don't see. I don't see the potential here.
That's what the judge said the first time. He said you have to be Fruity Pebbles to play this deck. That's why it's called Fruity Pebbles. That, and it's like throwing pebbles at your enemy.
Yeah, I can see because there's no damage. The creatures themselves. So is it my turn then?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll explain
Later.
There is a way that it has to do with blasting station there. You can use that.
Okay. So that one I shouldn't have been put in the graveyard then.
No. Because Goblin Engineer, when certain things happen,
Yeah.
it can bring one back.
Oh, 3 or less. Okay. I'm gonna play the planes.
Alright.
And I'm gonna tap both those planes and play grinding station.
That's another way. It's an alternate version. Read what grinding station
No, I
does.
know.
Read it. Say it out loud.
Sacrifice an artifact. Target player puts the top 3 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. Whenever an artifact comes into play, you may untap grinding station.
Yeah. And you tap it to do the...
Yeah.
I'll let that sink in for a second.
No, I
If other
understand.
things. Okay. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Dang it. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 cards in my hand. It is your turn. I can't do anything. I'm just sitting over here whispering to my deck.
I'm gonna play another planes. I'm gonna tap 2. I'm gonna play another grinding station. And that's turn.
Yes! I'm going to tap 4, 3 forests, and a plains to play split screen. When split screen enters battlefield, I get to shuffle my library and to deal it into 4 libraries. If anything refers to my library, choose one of the libraries for it. I play with my library's top cards revealed, so the top cards of every single one of these 4 are all revealed. When it leaves the battlefield, I have to shuffle all my libraries together. But basically, I get to pick which, like when I draw, I get to pick which card out of the 4 I get to use, I get to keep.
Oh, and you get to see which each one of them is. So you.
Yep.
But that means I also get to see them.
Alright. Top of number 1, Serpentine. Top of number 2, Dr. Julius Jumblemorph. I'm not lying, that is the name of the card. Top of number 3 is a forest. Top of number 4 is a plains.
So he's lucked out on the tops.
Sort of. It is your turn.
Untap, draw. I'm gonna play a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna tab 2 and play another Goblin Engineer.
You get to search your library for another artifact. I am surprised that you don't have any of the 0-drop artifact creatures in your hand.
Mm-mm.
Really?
No, they're all here at the bottom. That's not a joke. They're all here at the bottom.
Nobody's lost life yet.
That's turn, by the way.
It was me. Okay, my turn?
Yep.
I'm going to draw my planes from deck number 4. Flip it over. Robo. My gosh. Okay. I'm going to play my planes. I'm going to tap 5 and play Mother Kangaroo. When this creature enters the battlefield, roll a 6-sided die. Put a number of +1/+1 counters on it equal to the dice rolled. We all know we're a D&D podcast. We keep dice everywhere. Take a guess. What's it gonna be?
7.
It's a 6-sided die.
And?
It's a 3.
I was close.
This is a 4/4.
Don't ask me to guess random numbers. I'll give you anything.
I have a 4/4 out on the field just by putting it out on the field for 5. Oh my gosh. Okay.
So you got a 5-drop 4/4.
Yes. But I can augment onto it.
Yeah. Just... Anyway.
It is your turn.
I don't like this. I don't understand how this works at all.
You don't? Oh.
I really don't. Because you have to sacrifice literally everything to do anything. And just I don't understand that. I hate when you, like, unless it's to get something bigger out, that's the only time it makes sense to me.
It'll make sense.
It doesn't. None of this makes sense.
After we get done, if this deck wins, I'll...
If? You mean win.
If.
It's win, because I don't understand this at all. It's your turn.
I'll explain it. I'm going to draw... From deck number 2, Dr. Julius Jumblemorph. And I get a Plains. My gosh. Plains on top of the deck. Sorry, I don't know if I said that well enough. I guess I'm going to have 2 forests and 2 plains. And play Dr. Julius Jumblemorph. He is every creature type, even if it's not on the battlefield. Whenever a host enters the battlefield under your control, you may search your library and or graveyard for a card with augment and combine it with that host. If you search your library this way, shuffle it. But his turn. It's your turn.
Please, no more mana. Well, hell, it's not more mana. I'll play Plains. I'll tap 2 and I'll play another grinding station.
We'll have to hurry up on this one.
Maybe. Did he respond?
No.
Then that's turn.
Tyler. I'm going to draw my plains that I just got up here. Forest in its place. I'm going to play my plains. I'm going to tap 3 plains and 2 forests to play another Mother Kangaroo. Roll my 6-sided die. It gets 2, so it's a 3/3. Let me find another D6. I'm sure I've got one around here somewhere.
No, I don't. That's not dice, by the way.
Let's use the smoky one.
It's a jar of rice.
Alright. So I have a 4/4, a 3/3, and a 4/4. I get to search for an augment. And put it... Ooh, I'm going to search this library because I can only search one of the 4. Please. And combine it with that host. Okay, so... Actually, then... I'm going to combine it with Robo. So I have a Robo Kangaroo. Zach.
Ooh, so
Deck number 1 is turning into Adorable Kitten. So Robo Kangaroo is now a 4/4. He gets a +1/+1 for adding Robo. Now, at the beginning of each end step, if an artifact enters the battlefield under my control this turn, I get to roll a 6-sided die and add the result as a +1/+1. If that made any sense. It is your turn.
Why is this in here?
What?
Can I forfeit?
Sure.
I don't understand why that's in there.
Ethereal Armor?
Yeah,
Alright.
If it literally meant to sacrifice your creatures, why do you need something that makes them stronger?
It's a backup. I'll explain.
For what?
I'll explain.
You're already hitting them with fucking grains of rice. Well,
I'll explain. Give me the deck, and I'll explain. I will take it apart.
I wasn't joking.
I will bust it apart, and I will explain. Let me see it.
It doesn't make any sense. And even if you explain it to me, I still won't understand.
You had blasting stations. You had goblin engineers. You had 2 grinding stations. This is the third one. Ethereal armor. Okay, look.
I didn't have that. That was in the deck.
Okay, but I'm showing you.
It wasn't what I had out.
Memnite is useful. Ethereal armor. Here's another grinding station. Enduring renewal is key. Memnite. Ethereal armor. Enduring renewal. Ornithopter. Enduring renewal. Ethereal armor. Ornithopter. Alright. Enduring renewal.
Oh, gotta go Tyler.
Okay, let me explain this real quick. We'll go get Tyler as soon as we explain this. Grinding station or blasting station. They both. Grinding station costs 2.
Mm-hmm.
You tap it to sacrifice an artifact. Ornithopter or Memnite are 0-drop artifact creatures.
Right, but I didn't have any of them.
Okay, but I'm explaining the concept. Tap it to sacrifice one of these, right? And then you take the top 3 of their library, or with Blasting Station, you deal 1 damage. Enduring Renewal, however, is a 4-drop. It costs 2 white and 2. You play with the cards in your hand face up on the table, not the important part. If you draw a creature card from your library, discard it, not the important part. Here's the important part. Whenever a creature goes to your graveyard from play, put that creature into your hand. Grinding Station and Memnite are out on the battlefield. Memnite's a 0-drop creature. Enduring Renewal comes onto the battlefield. Now, whenever Memnite dies, it comes back to your hand. You tap Grinding Station to sacrifice an artifact, which is Memnite. It comes back to your hand because it's a creature. You play it for 0. Grinding Station untaps because an artifact came back onto the battlefield.
How does it untap? Because
Whenever an artifact comes into play, you may untap Grinding Station.
Right. So you just
tap it, sacrifice it, they take 3, or alternatively, Blasting Station. Tap it, sacrifice a creature.
Yeah.
Memnite is an artifact creature, 0-drop, put it back out whenever a creature enters the battlefield. Boom.
Okay.
Untaps. Now, that you can do that as many times as you want to take them down to -100, whatever you want. The backup for Ethereal Armor, you have an Ornithopter, 0-drop, 0-2, flying. You put an Ethereal Armor on there, it enchants it, enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each enchantment you control and has first strike. So, with the first one, it would just get a +1/+1.
Right.
You put 2 on there,
Okay.
2 +2/+2s. You put 3 on there, 3 +3/+3s. That's now a 9/11 with flying. Turn 3, you can have a 9/11 with flying. I know how bad that sounds.
So we're talking about different.
Turn 4, you have 4 +4/+4s on it. That's if you get the right hand with this. With first strike. So anything with reach getting destroyed before you ever even touches it.
As well, because that's how first strike works. For whatever reason,
that's how this deck works. Enduring Renewal plus Grinding Station or Blasting Station and a 0-drop creature. So that's all you need.
What I'm hearing is, I didn't get anything of what I needed throughout the entire. I literally got screwed over.
Right, you got stuff that could have helped you get that stuff. Also, to help you get the Enduring Renewals, which are enchantments, not artifacts, I have Idyllic Tutors, which are like a 3 or 4-drop that lets you go get in an enchantment.
Yeah.
Which are very helpful. Alright, we will be back, and we will talk to you guys later. This episode is terrible.
And you're gonna get more of them.
But it might be funny. But you'll get more of those eventually. We might play the game of life at some point.
Maybe Risk.
Maybe Risk. That would be way too long.
Yeah, we'll make it fast. Speed roll.
Speed run. Okay. Goodbye. That's a Markiplier thing. I can't say that. Hold up.
No, we can steal it. That's
Well, I said goodbye, not bye-bye.
Didn't matter.
Okay, bye.